On 41 Action News tonight, stranded in transit.
We're being forgotten. We're being left out.
Riders with disabilities rely on RideKC, but they say the system does not work.
41 Action News reporter Kat Reed dug deeper and got answers.
Sherry Bumgardner spends a lot of time either waiting for the bus or riding it.
My longest ride was 3.5 hours.
On a rainy Wednesday morning, she sits in her garage, keeping an eye out for the bus that was supposed to come between 10:45 and 11:15. Minutes pass and no one shows up. On the other end of the phone, Bumgardner's brother, Rick.
The dispatcher told her that the driver got out of the bus, came up and knocked on the door, and that she was a no-show, which is what she gets told very frequently.
But we were there, and no bus ever came down Bumgardner's Raytown Street until finally at 11:47, one pulled up to take her to work. She was 25 minutes late.
This last week, 3 days of that, I was late. That comes out of my paycheck.
Bumgardner relies on what's known as paratransit, a service required by federal law to help people with disabilities get around. The Kansas City Transportation Authority used to call it Share-A-Fare, but recently rebranded to RideKC Freedom. For those using it, patience is a requirement.
Monday through Friday, my life is controlled by me getting to work and getting home. I mean, some days I get home before 5, some days it's after 6, some days it's almost 7 when I get home.
Daniel Jones says there's no telling when his ride will show up. Others have similar complaints.
We spend a majority of our life just getting to and from where we want to go, and it's stressful, you know.
The KCATA does have a complaint line through an open records request. We learned in 2017 there were 1,312 complaints recorded out of more than 270,000 rides. But some passengers we spoke with say they stopped calling because no one responded.
I don't know. My personal opinion is they just really don't care.
What's your reaction to hearing that disillusionment?
For somebody to say that we don't care, I take that very personal, as in I don't care, and nothing could be further from the truth.
Robbie Mackinnon is the CEO of the KCATA. Nearly 6 years ago, he lost his vision.
Kat, I've been in those situations, okay, and it's not only frustrating, it's terrifying.
Mackinnon's solution was to create an app called RideKC Freedom On Demand. It's a rideshare service like Uber or Lyft, allowing passengers to request rides instantly instead of having to schedule them a day in advance. But it's not an option for everyone because of the cost. $5 for the first 5 miles, then $2 for each mile after. The traditional paratransit costs just $3 a trip. Priced out riders tell me they feel like they're out of options.
I know what it feels like to not. To feel like you have no resources or nothing to help. So it's important.
Because of our investigation, the KCATA will add a new staff member called a community liaison to address passengers' complaints. They're also studying ways to bring down the cost of the on-demand app. In the meantime, riders are hoping and waiting for change.
I think people have just grown tired of it, and we're ready to fight back and say, this isn't right.
Reporting in Kansas City, Kat Reed, 41 Action News.
The KCATA also shared with us some of the penalties for contractors who show up late for pickups. If they arrive an hour after their scheduled time, they're charged $25. You'll find more information and a link to the advocacy group for riders on our website right now.